Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. I'm Lorraine and today I'm going to introduce you to a couple of new products. The Love For You stamp set along with the dies are in the new mini catalog, and the paper I've used here is Favored Flowers from the Sale-a-bration catalog. So in Canada this paper is free with a $60 purchase. So if you were to get the Love For You bundle, you would get the paper for free. So this one I used the outline die to cut out the fresh freesia background, and I used the detail die to cut out the stamped "So Much Love" words. So I like this. I'm not 100% certain on it though, so I'm going to try something just a little bit different. I'm going to do it with Blackberry Bliss on the fresh freesia background, and I'm going to show you how I did it. What I found is when I stamped it just plain, it wasn't very dark. So one of the best ways if you want really, really juicy color is to use your Stamparatus. So I'm just inking that up and I'm pressing it down, and then I'm lifting it up, and I'm just going to keep inking and re-inking and pressing it down. The nice thing about the Stamparatus is it keeps it all in the same place. So you can keep on inking down without concern. Now here's a trick. If you take another stamp pad and put it underneath like that, you don't have to hold the one side. So there, we're going to put that down like that. And how are we for color there? Pretty good. I seem to be missing the M a lot. So I'm going to ink that up there, and I'm going to press it down again. So there we go. Now this is going to be really, really juicy. So if at this point I was to take this off and put it straight through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, I would end up getting ink residue on my plates. So I have already done one that's going to be dry, so I can put this through. So I'm just going to take the outline die. I'm going to line it up so that it's kind of equidistant all the way around. I'm going to put a couple of sticky notes on it just to hold it in place. And then I'm going to run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. So I'll just do that. And I hope everyone had a very happy, peaceful holiday season. I know everybody's version of the holidays is slightly different in what they look for, and especially if you've got little ones around, or if you've got adult kids who've come home for the holidays, or if you're on your own. And I quite often now find myself on my own on Christmas morning because everybody else sleeps in or has homes of their own. So I've kind of changed up my traditions so that it suits me in the morning. So that was a change that I made a couple of years ago. So what we're going to do to put this together, so I've got a fresh freesia card base, I've got some fresh freesia ribbon, and I've got the designer series paper. I've cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4, and that when I use the based on the 12 by 12 paper, I get 6 of these, and then I get 3 pieces that are 1 1/2 by 4. And you've seen me do this before in my videos to kind of banner, to break up a really busy pattern. So you know the colors are going to match perfectly because it's from the same DSP set. So this is just below center, like this. There we go. And I'm going to put some adhesive on the back, just a little bit like that. And I'm going to put the ribbon on. I want it to be about central, like that. So I'm just going to bring that round and tuck it underneath like that. That's decently straight. And I know that I'm on the adhesive there, so I'm just going to run adhesive all the way around the edge like this. And pop it onto the front of the card. Like that. And you can bling this up. You can tie a bow if you want to. All kinds of things that you can do. Now I need to decide if I'm going to tuck this underneath like this, or if I'm going to put it down like this, or if I'm going to dimensionalize it. This one I dimensionalized and lifted it up a little bit, and I think I might do that with this one as well. And I just need my dimensionals. And as I was looking at it, I'm thinking, what if I ran that through an embossing folder? Gave it a bit of texture. That would be pretty neat as well. And the font on the stamp is big enough that you could do that without losing any of the words. Because sometimes if you stamp first and it's a little greeting and then run it through an embossing folder, you kind of lose the words. They get all buried in the embossing. So we'll do this and we'll pop this down. And you can put it at an angle, you can put it straight. I'm actually going to pop it down just like this. There we go. So we've got the two different versions. This one with it stamped in the Fresh Freesia on basic white and then cut out with the outline die. We'll cut that out. It cuts the words out individually. So what's really nice is you could just use different words. Like you didn't have to use all the words at once. And then there's the outline die as well. So that's our cards using one of the new sets from the mini catalog, the Love for You bundle, and then Favored Flowers, which is a Sale-a-bration item starting January 4th. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.